What's going on, everybody? We got Andrew Kroeze with Tribe of Buyers all the way from San Diego, California. Andrew, what is it that you actually do, and how do you generate money for Tribe of Buyers?
Dope. Well, Chad, thanks for having me, brother. First off, what we do, we help coaches and consultants scale their businesses from 6 figures to 7 figures with leveraging team and systems and without burning out. Because I went through a period of extreme burnout because no coach or consultant taught me how to build out systems and hire. So that's what I do for coaches and consultants now. We have a multi-million-dollar business with just a couple of offers right now.
I love it. And we're going to definitely dive deep into those offers here in just a minute. But what's your perfect avatar for a client? Who would that person be?
So the best avatar is somebody who has a small team, a coach or consultant who has a small team, maybe just an executive assistant or maybe just a partner. And they're looking to leverage more systems and team to scale past 7 figures.
Got you. And just purely selling coaching programs, right? Coaching programs and courses or masterminds, things like that?
Correct. We've worked with a few coaches and consultants who had a SaaS product or have a SaaS product or have an agency, and they're looking to build out their coaching consulting arm. And we've helped clients do that as well.
Got you. I love it. And how big is your team size today? And just give me a quick breakdown of who they are, what they do. Not who they are name-wise, just what they do.
Yeah, so we have 16 people on our team right now who are full-time. And then if you include contractors and agencies that we work with, we have a little over 30 people. And how it's broken down is I like to think about it of brains in your business and then hands in your business. So we have a delivery manager, we have an operations manager, we have a sales manager, and we have a marketing manager. And those are the brains in our business that is responsible for the strategy and for creating the strategy for the value chain of our business. And then underneath them, they have hands. So the marketing manager has a marketing assistant underneath them. Operations manager has financial people, HR people underneath him. Delivery manager has coaches, consultants on our team underneath him. And then our sales manager has sales reps and sales setters underneath him.
So I like the way that you broke that down, how you said it's brains and hands. So if you look at like a standard business corporate structure where they have like matrix structures and like all these different types of foundational elements of like, okay, well, we have our department head, and then we have our team leads, and then we have our specialists, and then we have our customer service team. So I actually have never heard somebody say that. So you have essentially the brain and then the hands under them, which is pretty cool. So it's a pretty unique spin on it. And how many clients is Tribe of Buyers currently servicing? So how many people you got in your program right now?
Yeah, so we currently have a little over 110 clients right now currently working with us on contract.
Okay.
We've worked with a little over 1,000 clients so far.
How long has the company been open for?
For 2 years.
2 years. That's awesome. Okay, great. And what does your pricing model look like? Let's say I want to join the program. What's the cost? What's the fees? What do I get?
So prices are always going up as we add more delivery, add more team, and simplify the process and drive bigger, better results. We are always increasing the price. Right now, how it stands is we have a 90-day program that is $9,800. And then we have a 12-month program that is $30,000. And we keep it simple with our core offer being the $9,800 and then the mastermind offer being the 12 months. And that's how we teach our clients how to do it because you get people quick wins, build up their business in the $9,800 or their core offer. And then you want to maximize customer lifetime value with your
So we probably are going to have a lot, a lot of the people who are listening in, you got marketers, you got coaches in the space. Let's give them some value really quick. So in the 3-month program, I jump in for 3 months. First of all, is there any payment options, payment arrangements that I get to do? What if I can't afford the full-blown $9,800? Because not a lot of people can shell out that kind of cash right off the bat, right? What do you do for them? What are you offering them?
Yeah, so there are a lot of people that we say no to. If they're not a good fit, we don't push hard.
Which is good.
We want to keep our containers sacred and make sure that we have the best, most ideal clients. We've turned down over $1 million from just saying no to clients that wanted to be in. We just want to make sure they're the perfect fit, right?
Yep.
But if they are, we have funding options. So we have just a whole bunch of funding options if they want to use other people's money to leverage that. And that's our main go-to, the funding option.
So it's back end. So it's essentially back end funding. And are you funding people only in the USA, or are you have international approach for funding as well? Like if somebody in Australia wants to join the program?
Yeah, so there's PayPal credit. Then we use another option called FlexBuy. So our go-to is really PayPal credit. Check that out, and then Apple Pay credit. Then we go to Ease Consulting. We go to FlexBuy.
Wow, very cool. And then, just out of a curiosity factor, I'm going to ask a question out of my own personal insight, which I'm sure more people will learn. I think that's how this whole podcast rolls anyways. These questions are based on things that I get curious about. But, going through those payments, let's say Apple Pay and PayPal Pay, how quick is the turnaround time where somebody is actually getting funds? Because we know that kind of stuff can kill deals, right? Waiting 30 days to actually get the funds.
Yeah, that's why we start with PayPal credit and Apple Pay credit, is because they can get it instantly. So they can see, oh, I've been approved for this. Okay, cool. And the funds usually just take a couple hours.
Wow. Okay. Good to know. And is there any metrics that they need to have? Like sometimes you need to have like above a 650 credit score and make 30K a year in order to apply. Anything like that?
I'm not exactly sure on PayPal and Apple credit, but Ease Consulting is over 600 credit score, and then FlexBuy is over 500 credit score.
Very cool. All right, awesome, good insights. And then if Andrew wanted to send out a message tomorrow, how many people are you going to hit? If you take your Facebook group, your email list, your chatbot subscribers, you take all of them, you put it into a bucket. How many people do you think are in that bucket?
Yeah, so we have 17,000 people in our Facebook group. We have 8,000 people on our email list. We have 5,000 people on our messenger bot list. And those are our core avenues that we use. With the Facebook group, that is the most nurtured list. I always recommend people start a Facebook group because
I just had Arnie on right before you, and he preached about the Facebook group stuff too.
Oh, it's so good. People overcomplicate it. We just teach 6 core pieces of content and just keep flipping those out over and over and over and just simplifying, dumbing it down. And it really warms people up in the Facebook group. So if we were to send something out, we would probably hit 25,000 people.
Nice. Love it, man. Love it. And I know you've heard the term, most people use it, value ladder. Do you have a value ladder and tribe of buyers? Are you getting people in on a low ticket, then kind of nurturing them and getting them up the ladder? How does that look like?
Yeah, so what I used to teach was the maximization model, which I created, which was a course into a group coaching program, which is the core offer, into an MRR offer or mastermind, right?
Gotcha.
Now we've switched it up a little bit where it's now about having low ticket self-liquidating offers. So 47.97, you've probably seen.
Yep, we do them too. Yeah.
Yeah. And just building up that buyers list. We have a team of setters and sales reps, and we're really good with conversational marketing and getting people to sales calls that way. So we go from that in the Facebook group to our core offer, and then from our core offer within the 90 days, bumping them up to the MRR offer.
I'm assuming you're driving traffic with paid campaigns a lot?
Yeah, we actually get a metric shit ton of traffic just through organic, just through people finding the Facebook group.
What would you think the split is from paid and organic that are incoming leads coming into your business? What would you say the percentage is? Just roughly, I'm just curious.
Yeah, we made a little over $2 million just through organic before we even started ads. So we started ads 6 months ago. We have only spent maximum $12,000 per month. We're really dialing in that system, but our main thing is just organic.
Yeah. We do a lot of that too.
Hugely profitable, but
who wants to pay for leads anymore, right?
Right. But it's about having those two machines working together, the paid and the organic.
Always, man. Always. Yeah. At DashClicks, we do, I would say about 75% comes organic, maybe even more than that, maybe 80%. And about 20% will come from the paid side. So
yeah, I would say 85 organic, 15.
Yeah, that's That's great, man. And what was the biggest needle mover for you? Because I'm sure when you started your business, you weren't making millions of dollars within the first couple of months, right? What was that one shift that you had throughout your entire business that was like, holy cow, this is like the thing that's gonna, like, the light bulb moment, it went off, like that was the thing that you knew that was gonna make you the millions. What was that?
Can give you two.
Give me two. Yeah, go
Okay,
for it.
cool. The first one was the mastermind, the high ticket mastermind offer, the MRR offer, because we maximized customer lifetime value and kept people on for a
And
longer period of time.
break that down really quick. When you say MRR offer, so the audience understands it, what is that exactly?
Monthly recurring revenue. So there are people that pay in full and do funding and all of that, but there
Yep.
are a good amount of people that pay month to month, and
Yep.
it's on a 12-month contract. So
Yep.
you have that coming in.
Do you
Um,
see, I want to dive deeper into that before you go to the next one really quick. So do you see a churn off with people not being able to pay you after a couple of months?
So we have really, really good delivery. There are a few of those clients that our team needs to talk to about kind of figuring out what works best for them. But the churn is actually really, really good for us because of our team.
Would you say that
But
it's like less than 10% on payment plans? Because
oh
payment
yeah,
plans is scary. You know what I'm saying? People don't like doing it, but if you have a good product, then and it works, and that shouldn't matter.
yeah, we're
Because people
definitely
can
under
afford to pay you.
10%.
Okay, well
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, good. And what was the second thing that you wanted to say?
The second thing was building out the sales team because we had so much organic going. Now having people that can handle conversations in Messenger to bump people up to sales calls, it limits the amount of time that the sales reps need to be on the sales calls because they're so warmed up. And building out that system of setters and closers.
Let's go through that really quick. Can you break that down for me? So let's just say, as an example, I'm in your Facebook group. Okay. How do you have guys that are going into your members in your Facebook group doing outbound DMs? Do you have like a place where somebody can go fill out an application from your Facebook group? Walk me through that process of how somebody joins your Facebook group and then ends up on a phone call with you guys.
Yeah, so it's my personal profile and Facebook group. We have 3 setters right now, and we're always adding to that team. But our posts are built to get people to comment saying, hey, I want this thing.
Yep.
And you can either be real direct of this is the offer, or it can be, hey, here's a lead magnet, comment down below if you want it. Then
Okay.
we have our specialist team or our setter team engaging in conversations in there. And really what you want to hit in Messenger is treat it like a sales conversation. So you want to figure out like current situation, desired situation, perceived challenges, level of urgency, and really nail that down in like 4 or 5 questions, and then prescribe a strategy session to them, and then get them on the sales call.
Is it a cold DM though? Am I DMing you and saying, "Hey, I work with Andrew Kroeze, one of the moderators in his group." Like we see, there's a bunch of other groups that
Yeah,
do that.
no. So we have a system to it. So the best conversations are going to come from 2-step posts or posts that you put up that say comment for this thing. People are real warm and inviting and engaging. So that's more like attraction marketing.
Yep. But the DM itself, like that messenger DM, is that person saying, "Oh, you commented, here's the thing," and then they start the combo from there, or is it just?
Here's a little nugget of gold. If you put
Drop.
out,
I don't want the nugget. I want the diamonds, brother. Bring them in.
well, here's the fucking diamond. So if for a 2-step post, if you don't create the asset yet, if you frame it as the asset is not created yet or the lead magnet is not created yet,
Yep.
then you can go into Messenger and ask them or say, hey, just want to get a head count before I create this. Can I ask you 2 to 3 questions to optimize this? So then you're engaging in those questions and it's more framed around the lead magnet. And then you get deeper into the questions. They're pulling out, there's more pain, more problems, more goals and what they want.
Yep.
Then you
I got you.
down,
And then
right?
from there, obviously, okay, yeah, I'm interested. Let me get some more information. Let's get on a call. I'm assuming you send them a Calendly link or something like that, book them on a call, and then your sales team takes over from there.
Yeah, and then another piece of gold is after they book the sales call, we have them go through videos. So if they go through the videos on the landing page, plus it's also sent through email. Plus, we tag them in our client success interviews inside the Facebook group. So they're being hit with a lot of content before they even hop on the sales call.
Got you. Understood. And, walk me through the sales call. I jump on the sales call with you. Am I on a Zoom, 30-minute Zoom call?
So I have not taken a sales call in over a year now.
Not you, but your team. Your team.
Yeah. So our team, it's 45 minutes typically.
Okay.
And yeah, we're not hard sellers. It's just really about diving deep into their current situation, desired situation, perceived challenges, and then prescribing the right solution for them.
Got you. Okay. Fair enough. Let's go through some metrics really quick. 100 people fill out an application, or 100 people get on a phone with you, schedule a call. How many of those people show up? How many of those people actually buy?
So we went through a time where we were struggling with show up rates. And what really, really helped was going deeper in Messenger and our automated follow-up process before somebody hops on the call. And having our setters check in the day of if they're still going to be able to move, right? So we've worked on different ways to optimize how many people hop on the call.
What's your show up rate right now?
So right now our show up rate is 75%.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's right. That's, for our Dash Elite phone calls, for our mastermind program, it's right. It floats between 60 and 70%. So that's pretty good. We don't do deep messaging though. So maybe adding that will bump that up a little bit. Most of the people are just finding us either through our platform or on Facebook or things like that, or some of the emails that they get hit with once they, create their DashClicks account. And then they just show up to the call. Right. Which is good. And then we have obviously the emails and the text messages and the voice drops and stuff that go out to them before the call, which is good. And then you said you actually have a person calling them day of saying, hey, this is Bobby from, Andrew's team. Just want to make sure you're showing up for today's call.
Yeah, we do that. We do a lot of triage calls as well with our setter team. So that works well.
Okay. Awesome. What's the most successful automation you have set up in your business that either saves you the most time or makes you the most money? Just give me one. What's your favorite automation you have set up?
Our onboarding. So we have an incredible tracker for our clients, like being able to see the inside of their business just through their onboarding form, and it syncs up to Airtable. So we use Airtable for our onboarding forms, and then we just have a beautiful fucking dashboard of our clients.
So I'm going to break this down a little bit for the viewers, okay? So somebody signs up, they give you the 10K or whatever program they're signing up for, okay? They get an email, I'm assuming with an onboarding document. What is it, like a Google Forms doc or something like that?
No, it's Airtable has
Airtable.
its own, yeah.
Okay, so I fill out my onboarding. I'm assuming it's just asking me questions about my business, revenue, struggles, all that good stuff, right?
Yep.
And then that information is taken, and where does it go?
That goes directly into Airtable, which is like just a souped up, if you haven't seen it.
I've never heard of it. Yeah. So that's why.
Oh my God. There's so much functionality in it. It's like a sexy Excel sheet.
Okay.
But just amazing.
And then that's what you use to basically keep everybody accountable?
Yep. Yeah.
It's almost like an account, like a project management system, but for the way that you've rigged it in a way that's pretty cool.
The crap out of it.
Does that act as a CRM system too for leads that are coming in?
Some of my coaching friends who are doing 7-8 figures, like they're using it for their CRM and love it.
Do you use it for your CRM?
We do not. We use Kroeze.io.
Okay.
I love Kroeze.io for our CRM.
Awesome. Love it. Okay, let's keep going on down. Now, let's say, what's your close rate? So you said 75% of people show up to the call. 100 people book, 75 people show up to the call. Let's say out of 75 people, what are you closing?
Yeah, our close rate is 45%.
Wow, that's high. That's really high. That's really high and really good. Yeah. Okay, that's surprising. That's the first. I interview a lot of entrepreneurs in the space. Everybody's floating around 20%. You're double that.
Yeah, I think the big thing is having the Facebook group, and the majority of our sales come from super warm traffic, and about 30% of our sales comes through referrals. And referrals are 80% more likely.
Yeah, referrals for sure. So what are you doing with the 55% that don't close?
So we have follow-up email sequence, and that's our main go-to. And if they're not in the Facebook group yet, we make sure that they're added to the Facebook group.
So nurturing just along the way and trying to get them back into the pipeline.
Yeah, and Kroeze.io is just badass. We have the follow-up scripts. We have scripts for our setters and for our sales reps to follow up.
Okay, awesome. How much revenue has Tribe of Buyers done in the last 12 months? Where are you guys at?
In the last 12 months, we've done 2.1 million.
$2.1 million. Amazing. And where do you see yourself in 12 months from today? And what do you have to do to get to that number?
So 12 months from today,
I get on a podcast with you in 12 months. I'm going to ask you the same question. Say, Andrew, how much revenue have you generated in the last 12 months? Where are you going to be at? What do you got to do to get there?
So in the next 12 months, I would love to hit our first $1 million month. But what's
Okay.
more important for me is the sustainability and the scalability of the business and the client results, not so much the growth.
Okay.
So
well, steady growth is where it's at. Like the people you'll see that they'll shoot up, they'll do like $5 million and then they're out of business like 3 months and you're like, what the hell? Dude,
yeah.
You did like a crazy amount of revenue, right?
And what we build out is our training systems for our sales reps and for our coaches. And those are the two deciding factors to how sustainable and scalable we can be. So we have just badass trainings now to be able to hire coaches and sales reps.
Okay, good. If you could give one piece of information to somebody who's starting a new business that will save them a lot of time, what would that be?
Productize the crap out of your offer. So simplify it down and don't do custom.
Just basically have static products that work.
Yes.
Not having to do, I can relate coming from the agency space of people just wanting random a la carte shit. And us as early agency owners, like in 2010, 11, taking on those orders completely breaks the system. Yep. Impossible. That's why in DashClicks, we offer like 7, well now 8, because we just launched a new service today, which is YouTube ads. For those of you guys watching, DashClicks now offers YouTube ads. But now we have 8 services. That's all we do. It's like just these 8 services. We're really good at these 8 things. That's it. We built systems and processes and software and everything around these 8 things, which is amazing.
Exactly.
So agree with you.
Really, really well. Double down on that and simplify it.
Yep. All right. Last question before we wrap it up. What is your favorite software tool out of all the softwares that you use? What's number 1 on your list right now?
DashClicks.
Yes. Aside from DashClicks. Even though I'll take that, but aside from DashClicks, what would it be?
Airtable, by far.
Airtable? Okay. I have to check it out. I've never seen it. I'm going to check it out after the call. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have heard it here first on the Marketer's Mindset Podcast. Andrew Kroeze from Tribe of Buyers all the way from San Diego, California, doing over $2 million in revenue in the last 12 months, servicing essentially entrepreneurs who are looking to grow their online marketing companies. Thank you so much, Andrew. I appreciate you, brother. And we look forward to having you on here in 12 months. And you saying, dude, we just hit our first $1 million month.
Awesome. Chad, thanks for having me, brother.
You're welcome, man. Have a good one.